really love me.
No music.
What a great time we're having.
We're dying out.
It is an honor and a privilege.
We need music.
Wow.
Wow, we
Register to
made our
vote.
own music.
If you have not registered, make sure to register to vote.
boy.
Register to
I
vote.
registered to vote.
Make sure you register to vote.
Register to vote.
Honestly and often.
Yeah.
Register
Yeah.
to vote.
They all said.
Because if you don't vote, you can't complain.
Well, yeah.
Things happen because good people didn't vote.
Smart people didn't
Right.
vote.
People
You gotta vote. Bring the average.
Don't turn
Of
the
oceans to fight for this right, we can't cross the street and vote? What? What's the matter with you people?
Jesus, actors.
Friggin'
Tell
millennials!
ya.
Collectivism doesn't get anything done.
Yo, Cory Booker called me to vote yesterday. Personally.
My name is Mike Lesser, and I'm here at the Playground Experiment and here at Voices of America Writers Presentation, Session 3, Presentation number 4. Give it up for all of our people. Wave and make the voice like here.
Woo!
Hey.
If you haven't heard from all of our there we go.
There we go.
Sound was happening.
Sounded like your microphone was ucked up, something.
Possible. So now that everybody's muted and
We
you
have children room. No.
again, I'll repeat everything I said earlier because it seems like the sound might have been weird. My name is Mike Lesser. I'm the artistic director of the Playground Experiment. You are at Voices of America Writers Presentation. It is our third session, and this is the fourth presentation of writers that we are having today from our Voices of America Writers Workshop, created and taught by the amazing David Davila, who is here in the room. And will be
Hey, that's me. Oh my gosh.
little stuff. So we are here. You're going to have here 8 amazing works of new in process, and I'm going to have the amazing David talk all about what you're going to see tonight. I will ask all of our actors who are amazing to just disappear for a second and leave just our 8 wonderful, scared for their lives wonderful writers in the room alone with us together. Here they are, the amazing, oh wait, we have an extra actor. We lost one. Just our writers, please. There we go. And Hakeem, if I could have you mute there. You go. I got lost. There we go. I was like, I'm looking for 8.
So much chaos today.
There we go.
Hi guys, I'm David. I'm David Davila. I am your illustrious host for the evening. And let me just tell you about a little bit about what you're about to watch before we jump in. We do have a lot of pieces to see tonight, so I do want to jump in. But I'm David Davila. I am the teacher of the Voices of America Writers Workshop at the Playground Experiment. It is an 8-week workshop where basically actors learn how to, and writers and such learn to tell their own stories, and it's great. And what we're going to see tonight are the first scenes of their new plays that they are developing today. So what you're seeing are the writers that you're going to be seeing tonight, and I'll introduce them one by one as we get to their pieces. But give us a big smile, wish them well. They're nervous as heck. It's going to be fabuloso. So writers, you can go ahead and say adieu for now. I'll be calling you back one by one in just a second. Mike, thank you.
I'm gonna leave it up to David, and I'm gonna disappear.
Yeah, please. Shoo, 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 shoo. Shoo, fly, shoo. Shoo, shoo. Turn off your cameras, writers. It should be just me, just David for now. But actually, I do want to go ahead and introduce our first writer from the workshop. It's Tamara Tucker. And Tamara and all Tamara's actors, Cece and Tanya, can you go ahead and turn on your cameras and unmute yourselves? And Tamara, why don't you tell us a little bit about the play that you've been writing in the workshop, etc., and what we need to know to see what we're about to see.
Yeah, so my script is called We Did What Now? And this idea came about because I just pictured in my head what I thought would happen if one of my best friends and I were in a sticky situation. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, and so this is how I think that this situation would play out. And I'm gonna say what I tell David at the beginning of every time that my script is being read. I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited because Cece and Tanya are amazing, and I can't wait to see it read.
Yay! And can you introduce your actors to us really quickly?
Yes. What happened to my screen? Okay. So Cece is going to be reading for Sis, and Tanya is going to be reading for Tam. These are the two women that are in my script. So yeah.
Yay! All right. Well, I can't wait to see it. Take it away.
Lights up on a rooftop that is empty aside from some trash bags. The usual things you'd expect to find on a rooftop. We hear the sound of trap music playing loudly as though it is coming from a club. Lights up on two women, Sis, a Black trans woman, and Tam, an Afro-Latinx woman, staring upstage of the rooftop into darkness. Both are visibly shook. The scene is still for a moment before Sis finally speaks. Shit.
Fuck. Shit.
Bitch.
Oh. Bitch, what are we gonna do?
There's a moment of shock as the girls figure out what they should do.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
I don't know. Fuck. Another moment of silence.
We can't just stay here like this. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Sis starts laughing.
Why are you laughing?
It's funny.
It's funny?
It's kind of funny.
How is this funny?
Because this is some shit that we would be fucking happening to you.
Tam looks in disbelief, thinks to herself, then proceeds to laugh with Sis. A moment passes.
Okay, but for real, what are we gonna do?
Bitch, I don't fucking know.
I plan on waiting here quietly
Well, think
until someone
harder.
asks me a question.
Forgive me, but isn't this isn't the type of situation I'm usually in on a Tuesday in January?
It's technically Wednesday now.
Tam shoots Sis a deathly glare. Sis shrugs as it is the truth.
What time is it?
12:03 a.m.
Okay. Okay, good. We have like an hour before we figure out exactly what we're gonna do. Start thinking.
About what?
Bitch, I don't know every episode of Criminal Minds or SVU.
Don't they work towards corruption, the criminals nose?
Yes, but... Okay. What's a good movie where people get away with murder?
Chicago.
Bitch, do we look like two white women in the 40s?
Okay. Duh. How to Get Away with Murder.
Yes. Okay, so we gotta channel our inner Annalise Keating.
Yes. Oh, bitch. I'm so ready. I miss West old fun ass.
I don't know. I always had a crush on Asher.
Asher.
Yes, Asher.
Bitch, not Asher. Didn't watch season 6?
No, it's not on Netflix yet, so don't spoil it for me.
Why are you always lusting after these white men in these shows?
Okay, this is not the time to discuss my lust for the white man.
You stay liking them colonizers.
Yes, but right now we need to figure out what we're going to do about this colonizer.
Lights up on the lifeless body of a white man that we don't know the identity of. They stare at him for a moment.
Well, maybe it's like reparations.
Bitch.
They share a defeated laugh. Another moment of silence.
Fuck!
Lower your voice.
Fuck, sorry!
Should we just leave him here?
We can't just leave him here
Why not?
because there's tons of DNA, and I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to go to jail.
Right, but maybe if we explain the situation to the.
Do you really think the police are going to listen to us? The cops kill people like us every fucking day. Do you have a good lawyer? Or a lawyer at all?
Mm-mm.
Do you have extra money for one?
Mm-mm.
No matter how much of this is an accident, if we go to them, we're going to jail.
Okay, so then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
I don't know. Okay, I don't fucking know.
A moment as they realize the gravity of the situation, both women are crying to themselves. Tam more obviously than Sis. A moment passes.
We are not going to jail.
What?
We're not going to jail. We're not even 25 yet. Mistake, yes. Is it bad? Yes. But we still have our entire lives ahead of us. I want to fall in love. I want to get married. I want to have little mini-me's running around my house fucking up my shit, but not being able to get angry at them because they're mine. And I love them, and I can't fucking do that if I go to jail. And if I'm not going, you're not going either, bitch. Our lives are too valuable to be cut short by a fucking accident.
But what about his life?
He gestures to the lifeless body. They stare for a moment, unsure of what to do next. They are both teary-eyed but trying to remain strong for one another. After a moment, Tam walks up to the body and begins searching the pockets.
What are you doing?
Looking for his phone or a wallet or both? Ooh.
For what?
Oh. I mean, we kind of took his life. Shouldn't we know whose life it is that we took, besides this white man who's laying in front of us?
I guess.
Oh, well, his name is Chad.
Very white.
Yes. Chad Brian McDonald is probably the whitest name I've ever heard. April 8th, 1989. Aries. Understandable. Whoa. How much money does he have in his wallet?
How much?
Oh, not 2K in cash.
2K?
Fuck you need to walk around with 2K for?
Maybe he was selling.
Makes sense. Is it crazy if we take it?
The money?
Yes. I mean, it's not like he needs it. And since it's cash, it won't be traceable to us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what if we leave some behind so it's not suspicious? Like, if he's always has money on him, I mean, it would be weird if he suddenly didn't.
You're right. How much should I take?
Maybe like 1K, 1,500.
Yes.
I mean, he don't need it, right?
Right. Okay, like $750 each. Thanks for the rent, Chad.
Bitch.
What? That covers my rent.
I can't stand you.
Fuck, I think he had a kid.
Well, that makes me feel like shit. Not a kid.
Well, maybe it's a nephew or a cousin. You know, I keep a pic of my nephew in my wallet.
I hope so.
We hear the ding of a phone notification.
Is that you?
I thought it was you.
Must be his.
Tam grabs the phone from the same pocket she grabbed the wallet.
Not you being nosy.
Well, ain't shit to do but be nosy. Oh, he has like 5 messages from his mom and a few other people, but I can't read it because it's locked.
Why are you trying to read them?
Because what if they know about his whereabouts? Or are checking on him? We gotta make shit look normal, at least for now.
Is it a Touch ID?
Yeah?
Just, use his fingers.
Ew, bitch! Move.
Well, you've been all in his pockets and shit. Why is it a problem to use his fingers to unlock the phone?
That's different.
How is it different?
It just is.
Well, then I guess you just don't want to look through his shit then.
Cam thinks for a long moment. Finally, with great unease, she approaches the body, crouches down, lifts Chad's hand, and uses his thumb to unlock his phone. The end.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Oh, I'm so scared for what's gonna happen to these girls. But like, I feel like I know these girls. Like, actually, I mean, they're gay men in my world. They're gay men, but I know those girls. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Thank you so much, Cece. Thank you, Tanya. Can I bring out my next writer? And bravo to Tamara. Can I bring out my next writer and her marvelous cast, Lillian Andrea de Leon. Lillian, how's life?
Hi. You know.
Lillian, you just had a big birthday concert, which was amazing.
I did.
So I'm super excited to announce to the world here with you that you are writing a musical, and we are going to hear the first bit of it today. I'm so excited. Tell us about it, and please introduce your cast for us.
Yes. This musical, well, eventual musical. We won't hear any songs today. Sorry to disappoint. But it's called Wolf in the Woods. It's the two leads are two women. I mean, ensemble cast for this few scenes, but Vanessa, who's played by the lovely Yuvia, she is very introverted, but she's very creative and she loves writing music. She loves music. That's her whole life. She meets Jamie at a cast party thrown at Vanessa and Alex's apartment. And they kind of hit it off. They, sing some songs together. Yuvia shows her an original, which is not like her at all. And yeah, so that's kind of what happens right before the next couple scenes that you're gonna see. There is 2 full songs that are supposed to happen, but like I said, we won't hear them today. But yeah, so if we want to go one by one, I'll call y'all out, but just name who you're playing and pronouns. Yuvia.
Hi, Yuvia, she, her, hers, and I'll be playing Vanessa.
Tanya.
Hi, Tanya, she, her, hers, and I'm playing Alex.
Charles.
What up, Charles? He, him, his, amazing, all that. And I'm playing Byron.
Alexandra.
Alexandra, she, her, hers, and I am playing Jamie.
And Matthew.
Matthew Menendez, he, him, his, and stage directions and MC.
Okay. Here we go.
Take it away, guys. Y'all, sorry, I've been trying to take the word guys out of my vocabulary. I'm getting there.
You're from Texas. Use y'all.
Take it away, y'all.
Wolf in the Woods by Liliana Andrea de Leon. Act 1, Scene 3. It is the next day. We see Alex in the living room on the couch. Vanessa walks in from her bedroom.
Oh, look who decided to wake up.
Hi to you too.
So?
What?
Come on, all night? You were in there all night with her and y'all didn't come back out for anything. I knew you were horny.
Oh my God, Alex, nothing happened.
I don't believe you.
I swear, we played music and talked and it was chill. She's pretty cool.
Played music. You hate playing in front of people.
I don't know. I was comfortable. It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
We hear a ding from Vanessa's phone.
Is that Jamie?
Shut up.
She takes out her phone. She reads to herself for a moment.
Well?
It's Jamie.
Knew it.
She wants to write a song together.
Wow, bold.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it?
No. Maybe. Should I?
Oh, now you want my opinion.
Alex.
Okay. I only know Jamie from the show and that one year we were in high school together. I think she's cool. I think you two could click, and you obviously did. I mean, you stayed up all night together and you never do that, so.
Yeah, that's true.
How was she, you little minx?
Jesus, Alex. That did not happen.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about it. I think I might say yes. I don't know. Last night it was... Don't laugh.
At what? Try me.
It was... magical.
Silence from Alex. She nods her head once, obviously trying to hold it in.
Alex.
I'm sorry. You just sound like a fucking Disney princess right now. So magical?
I'm serious. I don't know why I tell you anything sometimes.
All right. I'm sorry. It's out of my system now. I swear, I am here. Come sit. Tell me everything.
I honestly don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I've known her for years. Like, we were meant to make music together. She said she wants to meet again soon and already has an idea for a song. This sounds stupid, but it's like the universe brought us together, you know?
Blank stare from Alex.
Or whatever people say. It just felt right.
Are you in...
What? Oh, no. It's not like that with her. We're more of musical soulmates, musical partners, not romantic in any way. You know how I feel about that.
Sure, but I thought you wanted to do this writing thing on your own. The EP?
I'm still gonna write it, but it could be fun and the kind of different that I need to get out of my head. A breather. I think this is good. This is good.
Well, okay then. I'm glad you're opening up. Nice change for you.
Yeah, I think so too.
So, when is the wedding?
I will murder you.
Joking, all right. I have to head out. Keep me updated. I knew one day you would take after me. You make me so proud.
Alex starts heading towards the door.
I need better friends.
You know you love me.
Alex exits. Vanessa sits still on the couch for a moment. We see her pick up her phone and start texting. She puts it down. We hear a bing, and it's Jamie. This puts a smile on Vanessa's face. Fade out. Scene 4. Transition. Lights come on to a stage with just a piano. We see Vanessa and Jamie enter.
Nice place. What's the rent?
Funny. You're funny.
I try.
I usually come here alone when classes are done in here. They lock all the front doors, but I know what side door they always keep open. It actually does feel like my place sometimes.
Is this where you wrote your song?
Yeah, I do most of my writing in here. It feels away from everything else.
I can see the inspiration.
So,
She sits at the piano.
you had an idea for a song?
Yeah. I thought maybe we could write something whimsical, something about being a kid again and what it could feel like to live like that again as adults.
The line dims down in volume. We may not hear the last couple of words. As we see Jamie talking to Vanessa, Vanessa starts singing a song at the piano. My Someone, inserted. During the song, we see Jamie join her on the piano bench. Vanessa is sitting downstage, Jamie upstage. Jamie plays some chords with her, but it is obvious that Jamie cannot hear the song Vanessa is singing. We see Jamie standing up sometimes, write on paper, lean against the piano, etc. Song ends, and Vanessa is back in the moment.
Wow. I can't believe we finished it.
I've never written a song that fast.
Me neither.
Well, you had a great idea.
No, but you. There's something about you. We should perform this.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, there's an open mic at this coffee house tomorrow. We should go.
Tomorrow? I don't think
this is good, V. We need to share it. Isn't that what it's about? I really think this could move people.
Really?
Absolutely.
I never really.
What?
I've never played my own music in front of people before.
You played in front of me the first night we met?
That was different. It was, I mean, you know, you were there.
Right. I was, which is why I know you should do it. You're so good, and I'll be there. You won't be alone on stage. Come on. You got to break the seal sometime. Why not now?
We see Vanessa take a moment to herself. She never felt this confident before. She decides.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Lights dim. Scene 5. Transition. Lights up on the coffee house. There is a stage with an upright piano, a few tables with 2 chairs per table, maybe candlelit. There are some people in the seats already. Alex enters with Byron, his arms on Alex's shoulder as they walk in.
What is your arm doing on my shoulder, Byron?
It's called method acting, lover.
Get off!
Ooh, she's touchy today.
And that surprises you?
No. So, your girl is playing tonight. Never heard her before.
This is her first time playing in public. Kind of nervous for her, actually.
She's good though, right? Like, please God, tell me she's good. You know I can't hide this face.
Yes, she is. But if she bombs, you're going to suck it up. Method actor.
Ugh, fine. I'm just saying, the truth would set her free.
If any of us need your wisdom, we'll ask for it.
You will, honey. My wisdom is priceless.
You give it away for nothing.
Exactly. Priceless.
They sit at the table. Lights start to dim, except for the stage. The MC comes up on stage and speaks into the mic. Thank you, everyone, for coming to our monthly open mic. If you would like to be featured next month, our sign-up sheet will be in the back as you leave. We have some wonderful artists today singing, speaking, sharing poetry. So if everyone could stay silent until their act is done, we would all appreciate it. Make sure to show love to each act. Now, let's get started. First, we have Vanessa and Jamie singing an original song. The audience claps. Enter Vanessa and Jamie on stage. Jamie has a guitar. Vanessa goes to the piano. They introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Vanessa.
This is our first song together, an original. I hope you like it.
There's a small, awkward silence. We hear the heartbeat of Vanessa. She feels the nerves coming on, but looks over at Jamie. Jamie nods at her as if to let her know it will be all right. Vanessa starts the song a cappella, just the first 2 lines. The piano comes in, full song inserted. Once they finish, the audience applauds. As they make their way off the stage and to the table where Alex and Byron are sitting, we see people congratulating them on the way there. They sit. We see the MC introduce the next person in the background, but we don't hear them. This conversation is in a hushed volume.
Holy shit, V, you did it. You really fucking did it.
I'm impressed.
You have nothing else to say? That's a first. That must mean he thinks you killed it.
Slayed, my dear. The term is slayed.
Whatever. Everyone loved it.
Vanessa gives a smile. She's terrible at taking compliments, and we can see it.
I knew you could. You were meant to do this.
I think I might actually believe you.
Lights down. End of scene.
Yay! I want to hear the songs. I want to hear the songs. Thank you, Lillian. Keep writing, keep working on it. Bring something to the Musical Theater Factory open mic. Oh, as you see, I'm wearing glasses now. I'm a nerd. And I want to bring out the next writer. Oh, you know what? I forgot who that was. McKinley! McKinley! Are you here, McKinley? And your cast? Tell us, McKinley. Tell us.
Let me just put
How are you? Tell us a little bit about this piece.
Let me just put my face on. Okay, here we are.
Oh, look at that.
So we are reading tonight Allegro Scherzando, a coming of age play that takes place in 1973. And the opening scene is in the church office. There'll be no directions read. It's just going to be pure acting by Hakeem playing Reverend Jackson and Brandon playing Jimmy. And we're looking forward to a firework reading.
Oh, pure acting. I love it. I love the setup. All right. Well, y'all take it away then.
You've preached about David dancing before the Ark of Covenant many times, but never about David and Bathsheba.
That's a good enough reason. So many good passages to learn from in the Bible.
I read last semester Kierkegaard, and he talked about teleological suspension, an act of God beyond man's ethical comprehension. Man can only put his trust in God. Abraham was asked by God to kill his son Isaac. He had such faith in God that only an angel making him lame stopped him from killing his son.
David lost the first child he had with Bathsheba because it was conceived in sin. The grief and pain of a father is what he felt because he didn't have the wisdom to understand how God's law and mercy work together.
It was such a quiet sermon. People said amen, but you could hear a pin drop sometimes.
It come to me last night. Didn't know if the saints would follow me or if any of the new members could, but they did.
We've all lost someone we didn't expect to lose. It was hard not to cry when the choir sang "Fix Me, Jesus" to close the sermon.
Sister Flo picked that song.
She's gonna be the minister of music from now on?
Hmm? She ain't anointed on the piano the way you are.
And she doesn't really sing.
Not like your mama. Wouldn't have been no church without her. She wanted the new wing to the church to be built too.
Maybe it'll lose something if it gets bigger.
We can serve more of the community.
I'm used to knowing everybody.
A church dies when there are no new members. Wanted to be here when you finish school.
We talked about this. I want to devote my life to healing.
Because of your mama. I've accepted that medicine couldn't save her. Had a weak heart before we got married. God blessed us with you, but it was a big risk.
They have better treatments for rheumatic fever now.
When God calls us.
He gives us knowledge so we can do better and more.
I don't care what your knowledge got you. When it's your time, it's your time.
We can use innovations nationwide, worldwide. What about Browning from your sermon book? If a man's reach can't exceed his grasp, then what's a heaven for?
For what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and suffer the loss of his soul? Your soul is more important than your profession. I'm proud you're going to college first in our family, but college don't replace the word. A doctor is still a man just like King David was. He will always have to drop to his knees in prayer. The trials and tribulations of the world are more than we can understand and surely more than we can bear without God's mercy. We will all die and have to answer for our time here. How are you going to answer if you put medicine before God?
I'm not putting medicine before God.
Actions speak louder than words. You don't even go to church when you're up there, do you?
There's no Black church.
You have a church home. The church was how we as Black people have got over, how we were able to withstand the dog bites and the fire hoses. You never had to deal with Jim Crow like we did in Alabama. You didn't ride the back of the bus. I did, and I survived because I had faith. I knew God can make a way out of no way. Don't want you to believe too much in this world because it will crumble. If your faith is like a rock, you will still be standing, and if you should fall, you will rise again. You know where we started this church?
In Brother Jones' restaurant.
People could see and hear us as they walked by and praise God. They stopped by. Slowly, your mama and I were able to buy this house and convert it to the Mount Tabor Tabernacle Fire Baptized Holiness Church.
I know the history of Mount Tabor, Daddy.
It's your history. Might be in upstate New York now, but Mount Tabor's in your blood. You were born on a Sunday and belong to the Lord. You sing with the Holy Ghost just like your mother, and you can preach the scripture. He's got a plan for you. He has called you. Will you answer?
I try to serve God in every way I can. You want me to come back for the church building service?
I know you got exams.
I do.
If you can't see your way,
I'll do it if you need me to.
You're away now for weeks at a time, and you're around people who weren't raised in the church like you were. They don't know the scripture. Don't want you to become impure. Lust can be a powerful thing, and if you ain't wrapped in the word, it can take over. When you have the blessing of matrimony is when you can have carnal knowledge.
I know, Daddy.
Satan is a shapeshifter and a liar. Be anything and say anything to make you fall. He comes at your weakest moment.
I still pray.
That's good. Hard to believe you're my son. You got so many awards and honors. They'd say your name and I'd get that recognition too. More than I ever hoped for. And I deserve.
Apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Make a tree good and its fruit will be good.
Daddy, I better get going if I'm going to make it back to the bus line to New York.
Son.
I said I was coming to the building service.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What, you want me to play instead of Sister Flo?
You'll have to.
What happened?
Sister Flo is, she's in a family way.
Whose family?
Mine.
Not you, Daddy.
I'm ashamed. I mean, God knows how I've struggled with this, but I'm gonna make it right. I've asked Sister Flo to marry me. Gonna do it on the day of the building service.
You've already sent out the invitation?
I was trying to think of how to tell you.
Were you gonna wait until I come home from the service? I mean, was I gonna be the last one to know?
You were always closer to your mother than me. I didn't want to upset you.
Well, you did. This hypocrisy. All the times we talked on the phone, you were hiding this?
It's been almost 5 years. I can't live alone. After you went up to Holy Gate, I needed somebody. Missed having meals with someone and having someone waiting for me when I come home.
I better catch the bus.
Listen, say something.
What? That you don't want to practice what you preach? You're so proud of me? I don't mean anything to you.
Listen, you're my child and I love you. I didn't mean to hurt you, just didn't know how to.
You always say ain't nothing ugly about the truth, but it hurts sometimes.
I felt ugly and unclean, like I should be crawling around on the ground like a snake, like I didn't have a right to you or anything anymore. I won't hold nothing from you again.
Is falling in love always a sin?
Your mother and I fell in love the right way.
How do you know?
We waited till we were married to consummate our love.
And what if you can't get married?
Then it would be a sin.
What about all the Romeo and Juliet stories of people who come from feuding families, different classes, races, religions?
They'd have to wed in secret.
That would be the same as if Abraham killed Isaac. All the world would see is a father killing his son, and the forbidden marriage for society would only be a fornication, miscegenation, and abomination.
Abomination? If it's a brother or sister, or if a man lies with a man as with a woman, then it's wicked and vile.
We don't control who and when we love. You and Sister Flo.
He knows our sin.
And doesn't he know your love too?
Yes. He's all knowing. Where are you going with all this?
I believe in the scripture, but you told me not to date anyone of another faith, another race. So much is forbidden. I don't know if I can live with such restraint.
You still dating Vivian at UConn?
Not really. We're just friends.
At least she was from the church. Don't want you to lose your faith messing around with girls that don't believe.
Don't you have questions? Is the Bible the only thing we can live by?
Jesus had questions. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? But he kept his faith to the last breath.
I don't think most people are that strong. I'm not. Since I've been away from school, I've met students from Iran, France, Africa. They live differently than we do, but they're good people. I'm attracted to other cultures. I could fall in love with someone forbidden by the church.
Have you?
Oh, there was no one. It was at the end of scene. There was no one to tell us end of scene. Stage direction. Yes, acting, pure acting. Yes, child. Great job, McKinley. McKinley, thank you. Thank you to the marvelous cast. That really was pure acting. You were not kidding. We have one more before we have an intermission dance break, and that is Robin Dimension. Robin, can your cast and crew all come up here? And Robin, tell us about your piece.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Robin L. Dimension, and this piece is the part of the fifth, which is a nice tribute to an old school group called the Fifth Dimension. Can I see my cast? Are they up there? Let me see if I see them. Hello, are you there? I don't see you. Hang on a second. Gallery view. There's one, there's two. Bringing up my cast. So let me introduce you to them. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Everyone's got their mic up? All right. Doing our stage directions and also playing Grandma Phillips and Nurse Number 1. And I'm sorry. Go ahead and introduce yourself and you can tell.
Sure. Laura E. Johnston.
And then Tiffany will be doing Nurse. Actually, Tiffany, you'll be doing Nurse 1. France was there, and then great. And then Tiffany's also playing Miss Flo. Then we've got Tony Head. What are you doing?
Mac.
And Diane Quinn.
Samantha.
And Grace Woosley.
Nessie.
And last but not least, we've got Chris Rothbauer.
I'm playing Father Nichols and Tom Jones.
All righty, guys. And this is a little story about Messy Phillips, who is a hot mess. She's 5 years old, and it's called The Adventures of Messy from the Adventures of Messy book. She is part of a world that is really beyond the understanding of most 5-year-olds. Let's see how she deals with it. Enjoy.
Okay. Interior, 1961, Los Angeles, California, Angels Hospital, late night. The annual holiday party is in full swing with doctors and nurses drinking, dancing, and partying up a storm with patients of Angels Hospital. Samantha and Mac Phillips are dancing. Samantha is in a nurse's uniform and is 6 months pregnant. After a few too many moves, Samantha grabs her stomach in pain. Mac rolls Samantha down the hallway in a wheelchair to the paternity ward of the hospital. Interior, Angels Hospital, private room, 2 a.m.
'89, 87, 86. Oh, that was definitely a contraction.
Samantha hits the intercom.
Maybe it's just gas. Feels like I really have to hit the can. Hello? Anyone? Oh, this is absurd. I can take myself to the toilet.
As Samantha makes her way to the restroom, she stops, looks down, and out falls a sack between her legs. Boom. Samantha faints. Exterior, Angels Hospital, next day. Mac Phillips, loaded with balloons, flowers, and a teddy bear, rushes towards the entrance of the hospital as a robin bird flies over him, then poops on his shoulder. He has an aha moment, then proceeds into the hospital. Cut to interior, hospital, private room day. Mac barges in.
We can name her Robin.
On this day, Messiah Samantha Phillips, you will go forth and bring love and peace to all in this world. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Amen. Merry Christmas, Father Nichols.
Messiah makes a loud noise of passing gas, and the smell fills the room. Father Nichols hands the baby back to Samantha in a hurry, then wipes something orange off his hands. Nuns and parents run out of the room, horrified from the smell. Nurses fight to get out so as not to be the last nurse in the room. Last nurse turns regretfully to aid Samantha.
What did you feed her?
Just a small amount of OJ. She's not taking my breast.
Samantha, you know that's too much for her digestive system. Girl, you are a mess.
Out to the Polaroid, you cute little mess. That's my little messy girl. Who's daddy, little messy girl?
Fade out, 5 years later. Interior, 1966, Inglewood, California, the Phillips apartment, day. It's morning at the breakfast table. Messi is watching Bugs Bunny on the TV as she eats her cereal. Messi's brother George is barely able to sit up in his high chair.
Here, George. Let's clip this pepper up your nose so you can sneeze like Elmer Fudd.
Messi, I can't leave you alone 5 minutes. What have you done?
Cut to interior, Thanksgiving, Grandpa and Grandma Phillips' house day. The Phillips family members enjoy leftovers and desserts around the gilded dining room, while Messi and her young cousins chase each other around the house in a game of hide and seek.
Mac is doing well with managing his group, The Fifth. Their album is really taking off. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. We heard the new 45 playing on the radio in the car. Messi, please stop running around this house before someone gets hurt.
Hey, Mommy.
Messi turns, trips over a seated Aunt Mary whose wooden leg falls off. Messi, along with her cousins, start laughing. Aunt Mary starts fussing. There are some family members who turn their faces to laugh.
Messi! Lord have mercy! Oh! Ooh! Ooh.
Oh, child, if you don't get that child under some control, I swear. Grandma Phillips lunges after Messi to grab her and misses. She hits the floor. Children run every which way screaming. Messi runs to her mother. Lord, give me the strength. Arriving late to the celebration is Mac. He has a dozen roses for his mom.
Mama, what happened on the floor?
Oh, Mackenzie Sinclair Phillips, you need to take control of your child. Your wife is too soft on her.
Mama, I got some great news about the Fifth. Their album is doing so well that the backers want to promote them. And we're going on tour.
That is great news, son, and I'm so proud of you. Take Messi with you, boy. I think there's another bun in the oven. Cut to exterior, Manhattan, New York, Essex House Hotel, winter day. Messi, carrying her doll in a small handbag, exits the yellow cab, looking straight up. She is just missed by a pedestrian walking by.
Whoa, hey, watch where you're going.
Messi, you fit right in. Come on and stay close.
Exterior, montage of New York and the sights. Later that day, Mac and Messi ride in a horse-drawn carriage in Central Park. They visit the Bronx Zoo. Messi gives her ice cream to a chimpanzee. Interior, hotel room, night. On television is the Ed Sullivan Show with Tom Jones. He's singing It's Not Unusual. Women are screaming and throwing their panties on stage. Messi is right in front of the TV in her pajamas.
Okay, young ladies, we've had a full day and a flight leaves early for London tomorrow. That's when we catch up with the fifth.
Lamont, Ron, Billy, Marilyn, and Florence. Why do you call him the fifth?
That's a good question, Messi. I needed to come up with a reason for having 5 singers who are not related. The normal formula for singing groups are 3s and 4s. Only families that sing together are in 5s, like the Jackson family, the Osmonds. I learned in math class a theory by Kaluza Klein about the 5th dimension.
What's a dimension, Daddy?
Well, you see this trash can right here, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, from the top to the bottom is its height. That's 1 dimension, like Lamont. From side to side, that is the width. Like another dimension, that would be Ron.
Yeah, he's really wide, Dad.
Now, Messi, that's something we don't say out loud. Anyway, see inside here, this is called the depth, another dimension, and that's like Billy. He's always deep in mind thought. Now,
Mac picks up and throws the trash can like he's bowling, and it tumbles toward Messi.
Now, do you see how much time the trash can took to get to you? That's called time dimension. That's like Mrs. Marilyn and Miss Florence in the restroom. They take their time. And the area that's around the trash can's movement, well, that's space-time energy.
Ah, space-time energy. That sounds like fun, Daddy.
It is. So you have 4 dimensions and space-time energy to connect gravity and electromagnetic force into the 5th dimension, or the 5th.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's a little advanced. How about with all 5 parts, they create a fabric of space and time? They're like space-time. When they sing, they have different elements or parts of sound, but together they are 1 sound, and it's a party.
Boy, you are so smart, Daddy. When I grow up, I'm gonna be smart like you, and I'm gonna promise to bring all people together, to have fun, and to be part of the 5th dimension. And I've also decided that I'm gonna move to New York because New York is gonna be my space time.
Interior, London, Heathrow Airport Lounge, outside customs. Next day, we hear screams of women coming from the customs door. Into the lounge walks Tom Jones and his manager.
Okay, so the group should be coming out of customs any minute now. And wow, Messi, look, there's Tom Jones.
Mac hails the manager for Tom Jones. Both men make their way to Mac.
Hey, man, how are you? Oh, this is my daughter, Messi.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Jones.
Oh, she's adorable.
You put me down. You were not getting my panties.
Hey, I can dig it, kitten.
Messi, he doesn't want your panties, okay? I saw how those...
I saw how those girls throw their panties at you on TV.
Oh, yeah. Man, you were great on the Sullivan Show. My group must have been on your flight. The 5th? You heard of them, right? Here's their latest 45.
Mac turns to see the 5th. Florence, Lamont, Ron, Marilyn, and Billy make their way towards him. There are some media photographers recognized and start to follow. Hey, Tom, can we get a shot of you in the 5th? Music volumes up. Let the Sun Shine by the 5th Dimension plays. To be continued Monday, September 28th on virtual volume number 126, 7 p.m. Be there. The end.
Advertising for your next spot in the. So tune in Monday if you want to find out what happens next in the Adventures of Messi. Thank you so much, Robin. Great job, actors.
Thank you,
Why don't we
guys.
invite all of the actors back to do a little bit of dancing. Have a little bit of a dance break before the second part of the show. Great first act, everybody. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Are we playing some music?
Lots of cool scripts going
Let the
on.
music play. We're gonna dance the night away.
Let the music play. We
Yes,
don't
we
dance
are.
the
Yes,
night
we
away.
are. We
Music
gonna
play.
dance.
We don't dance the night away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tanya's got the lighting effects.
Oh my God.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Dance party. Where's the music?
Got so much soul. We don't need no music.
Got Charlene bringing the noise and bringing the funk.
Yes. Oh, here it is.
Hey. Turn it up, turn it up.
Oh, that's it. No more music.
Awesome.
Give it up for all of our writers and actors for the first half of the Voices of America Writers Workshop. Woo! Oh my God, you guys killed it. Give it up, give it up. Thank you guys so much for coming out. A couple of announcements as before we start part two. First of all, give it up for the host with the most, Mr. David Davila.
Mike, from YouTube.
Couple of things.
Mike, your casting ability is spectacular. I'm serious. You need to just start a casting agency already.
When you have amazing actors like the PGE has, it's so easy. And when you have writers that know how to write a character description, as you taught them so well in this course,
start.
So easy to cast. A couple of upcoming things. FYI, Voices of America as a program within the PGE started because of another program that we had, which is our Faces of America Monologue Festival, which started last year. It was November 18th of last year. We did our very first monologue festival where all those monologues are published in this lovely book that you can get at Shakespeare & Co. $3 from every book goes to Black Lives Matter. So feel free to pick that up right now. But that being said, Voices of America started because we knew that we needed to find a way to create work that was out there for actors to use and for writers to have a platform to present. So we are doing it again. Voices of America 2 Monologue Festival.
Faces
of America. So many faces. So please, so many Faces of America 2. And guess what? You have 3 days left to submit your monologues. We have well over 100 monologues have been submitted as of now. And last year we selected 30. You can go to our website right now, which is thepga.com, click the word submission. The only thing, if you want to submit, it has to have 3 things. The theme must be Faces of America. 2, the monologue must be under 2 minutes. So if you are submitting, please time your monologues. We've gotten some wonderful 8-minute monologues, but unfortunately we can't use them. So please keep your monologues under 2 minutes. And the third is we like to make things specialized for the PGE. So the word that must be in every monologue is the word home, because PGE is a home for artists. So we want to continue that path. So you have up until September 25th to submit your monologues. So feel free to submit, and then we will do a presentation towards the end of November after you have voted.
Vote.
Can everybody just say the word vote simultaneously? Just 1, 2, 3.
Vote!
Vote.
Please vote.
You should vote. That is coming up. So please submit for that. And the other thing I want to announce is if for some reason your pockets are full of extra ducats or gold doubloons or whatever, we are a company that is virtual, yet we're still trying to pay our actors when we can for larger events. We just did our first week festival, and we have to pay all of our actors for that. And we have other events that we want to do coming forward where we want to pay our writers and pay our actors. And if you want to help us do that, you can go to @thepge on Venmo and tip a brother. I've been watching far too much. Never mind. We don't want to know what I've been watching. But feel free to tip us at the PGE on Venmo. Anything helps. It helps to support amazing programs that we have coming up going forward. So I wanted to do a shout out for that. Again, huge thank you. I'm just going to click this button here so we can show all of these beautiful faces that are performing and reading tonight. We love you all. Round 1 actors. Round 2 has a lot to do now because you guys killed it. Just saying. And that being said, I'm going to disappear and bring it back to David. Can all of our writers stay on again? All 8 of our writers and every actors. I'll see you guys later. And
fabulous. We're going to go into round 2 fight of the Voices of America presentations. I do want to take this opportunity to say that we will be doing another round of Voices of America this autumn, and applications are now open. You have till next Friday, October 2nd, to apply. So if you have friends that want to write plays, send them our way. The application is on the PGE website. Yeah, and then what else do we need to say? Oh, and come back on Monday because I'm presenting some work at Volumes on Monday, and so is Robin. So let's go ahead and jump. Writers, you guys rock. I hope your nerves. So those who have already presented, you can have a drink. Those who haven't, you should have 2 drinks. And Jose, tell us. Let's have Jose and his cast come on and tell us about your piece, Jose.
Hi, thank you so much, David. So my piece is called Somewhere in the Miles, and it's basically a show about familial bonds, how far we go to take care of our family, wanting to take care of our family, and just kind of everything that goes into a family unit, whether, it's told between 2 brothers and their mother and their extended family that they meet. Right now, we're about to watch a scene between the 2 brothers, which is going to be Alonso, played by Orlando, Eddie, played by Luis. Their mother is Anselma, played by Sulema, and Kendra will be reading stage directions. So I'm excited. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much, Playground Experiments. Somewhere in the Miles.
Do we have the full cast? Do we have Sulema? Oh, there she is. Yay. All right, I'm gonna piece.
Scene 2. Alonso is sitting at the table eating entomatadas while tapping through his phone. Anselma is sitting in the corner of the room. Her face is illuminated by the telenovela she has lost herself in. Each person is in their own world right now. Not a word is spoken until Eddie enters through the door. He takes in the scene in disapproval.
Alonso, you're supposed to be here to bring food to your mom, not have her cook for you.
Dude, I came over and that's what she wanted, and she said she didn't want anything. And I told her I was hungry, and I asked her if she wanted to cook, and she said she was down, and so she did.
You're unbelievable.
It's true. If anything, I'm helping her by putting her to work. Can you imagine? She just sat around the house doing nothing?
You sit around the house doing nothing.
Nuh-uh. I sit around my apartment doing nothing. There's a difference.
Will you please just quit your shit?
Dude, don't cuss in front of mom.
She's watching her novelas right now. She's not paying attention.
Nah, that's not true. Check this out. Oh yeah, ma. Right? You don't like when Eddie cusses?
No.
See?
Hey, Ma, do you think I'm the handsomest son?
No.
Do you think I'm the handsomest son?
No.
Are any of us handsome?
No.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Thank you for proving my point. We're supposed to be checking on her, not have her wait on us hand and foot, no matter how much you think she likes it.
Sorry.
Did you take what you wanted from the garage?
Oh man, I don't have a lot of space in my place. And plus, I don't really want anything. I was just thinking we could sell it.
What?
Because it's just there, dude. And like mom said, she doesn't care.
We can't just throw Dad's stuff away. That's not right.
Then you keep it.
I barely have any space at the house, and Jessica started nesting.
Nesting? Did you marry a fucking chicken?
Oh, shut up. No, it's when you, Oh, man.
Anselma's phone rings. It is loud and generic ringtone. The brothers turn to look at her. She remains unmoved.
It's when the parents start to.
The phone continues to ring.
It's when the parents they try to prepare for.
The phone won't stop ringing. Eddie walks to his mother and grabs her flip phone from her armrest. He looks at the phone and then answers it.
Hello? ¿Mande? Ah, no, yo soy su hijo. ¿Quién habla? Ah, sí. Un momento.
He hands the phone to his mother.
It's for you.
Anselma snaps out of her trance and grabs the phone.
Bueno. Ella habla. Ajá. Ajá. ¿Qué? ¿Cuándo? Petra. Pero ¿cómo? Ay, no. Sí, yo voy para allá.
Mom, what happened?
That was your cousin from San Luis Potosí. Your tia's dying.
Tia Petra?
Fuck, not another one.
No uses esa palabra.
What? But like Eddie came in here saying all like shit this and fuck that.
Dije que ya.
Lonzo, stop. Mom, I'm so sorry. What can we do?
La quiero ir a ver.
What?
I want to see my sister.
I heard you, but you hate planes.
I'm not taking a plane.
Mom, that's a 10-hour drive. And into Mexico? That's way too dangerous.
No te estoy preguntando.
Please don't be stubborn right now. You're not in the best health for a drive like that.
I'm fine. You don't know me.
Mom, I know you're upset. And I know what happened with Dad is still pretty fresh, but I'm not going to put you in danger like that.
Eduardo, I'm going to see my sister.
No, you're not. And I
can take her.
What?
I can take you, Mom. We'll go together.
Scene 3. Alonzo is walking with luggage in each arm towards his mother's car. This can be established with chairs or blocks. Alonzo is loading up the car, checking the tire pressure, etc.
How is this so goddamn heavy?
Don't take the God's name in vain, Mencito.
What's God's rule on calling your children names?
He encourages it. How do you think Catholics get the will to get anything done? It's all guilt, mijo. Your great-grandma guilted me into doing what she wanted, and now I do the same with you and your brother.
Yeah, that works with Eddie. Not so much with me, Ma.
Yeah, es verdad. If guilt worked on you, you'd have a decent job by now.
Hey, I like where I work. Thank you very much.
Mijo, you pack groceries. At your age, you should be running the store.
It's not really my scene, Ma. Besides, why are you knocking me down so much right now? Last I checked, Eddie bailed on you because he doesn't want you to see your sister. If we're gonna shit talk anyone, it should be him.
She glares at his use of a cuss word.
Mi hijo tiene buen corazón, pero sometimes he doesn't think.
I thought that was me.
That's both of you.
No, I'm a genius. You don't even know. I am.
He walks around the vehicle.
All right. She looks good. We won't be dying in a fiery crash anytime soon. Getting stabbed or robbed? Well, we got 10 hours. Anything can happen.
Ay, ya, no pasa nada.
Famous last words, Ma. I've told myself no pasa nada while everything estaba pasando.
We're going to be fine. Let's go.
As they are about to leave, Eddie enters with a small carry-on bag.
Got room for one more?
No.
She kisses his cheek.
You're going to be the first to drive.
Mom, you don't even drive anymore.
Details.
What changed your mind, Ed?
I can't let my only family go on this trip without me now, can I?
Only family? Dude, you got a baby on the way. Like really, really on the way. Are you sure you can take this trip?
Yes, I already cleared it with Jessica. She's got 3 weeks and we're only going to be gone 1, so everything will be okay.
Are you sure?
Alonzo takes him to the side away from their mother.
Look, man, I know you really like playing man of everyone's house since Dad died, but I got this. You don't have to come.
I don't like playing man of everyone's house.
Yeah, okay.
I don't.
Eddie, you've always been this way. And now that I think about it, you were this way even when Dad was alive. It just got worse from then on.
I just want to help, okay? Look, after everything that happened, Mom didn't even mourn. She just sat there.
Oh, she likes to sit. Why are you being an ass about it?
That's not what I mean. I barely saw any emotions out of that woman. And that was her husband. They were married for 20 years. And now that her sister is dying, she's all gung-ho about a road trip?
So let her. Maybe this could be good for her.
Lonzo, we barely know anything about Tia Petra. She's mentioned her maybe 3 times her whole life. Why is she being like this?
I don't know, but I'm willing to go and find out. I think she needs this, Eddie.
How do you know what she needs? You've killed every pet we've had since we were 10 because of your negligence.
I didn't know dogs can't eat chocolate. I was fucking 10. I'm sorry.
Then there was the cat.
Stop. Look, I got a feeling about this. I haven't seen Mom this excited about anything since, like, ever. Isn't that what family's supposed to do? Be there? I mean, that's why you're here, isn't it?
I'm here because I don't want either of you to die on this trip. I don't want you both dangling out on my conscience.
Oye, ya yo me quiero ir.
You heard the woman.
Oh, God, this is going to be hell.
This is gonna be fun.
The 2 sons walk to the car.
I got shotgun.
¿Cómo que shotgun?
Fine, then I'll drive first.
Mom already said I was driving first.
A mí no me importa.
But you just said that I was driving.
Alonzo hops into the driver's seat.
You're right, bitch.
Anselma slaps the back of Alonzo's head.
Sorry.
It's fine. I can sleep in the back. Turn on the AC. It's way too hot in here.
Alonzo turns on the AC, but nothing happens.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
The AC isn't working.
I thought you checked the car.
Yeah, but not the AC.
Mom, the AC isn't working.
Ah, sí. That's been that way for almost a year now.
A year? We can't go like this.
Ay, pero qué delicado. Lower the windows.
We're going to Mexico!
Alonzo honks the horn annoyingly.
Oh, this is going to be hell.
End of scene.
Hilarious.
Can't wait to see what happens next on the journey. Jose, keep writing. You better keep writing. Awesome, great, perfect casting again, Mike. Oh my gosh, you guys were wonderful. I would like to welcome the next cast and writers in, Fernando Vieira and his lovely cast. And as they're coming in, I would like to take this time to give a shout out and special thanks to our stage directions, readers today. They're behind the scenes. You don't see them as much, but they do a lot of work. They're working overtime. So please thank Kendra Agustin, Matthew Menendez, and Laura Johnston for their hard work today. Thank you all. And Fernando, tell us about your piece.
Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be here. So we're gonna present Goodbye Little George. It's a story that takes place in the 1960s and also in the early 80s. And it's pretty much, without revealing too much, a story about gender identity and the struggle of a person who wants to be the person that he or she wanted to be, and how society wasn't fit for that and wasn't having it. So that's what the story really deals with. And could I have the cast, please? I don't know if they're all here. You can introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Denise Locke. I'm Juanita.
Hi, my name is Anthony, and I will be playing Little George.
Hi, I'm Jamil. I'm playing Paul.
Hi, I'm Flower, and I'm playing Betty.
Yay, y'all take it away.
Goodbye, Little George by Fernanda Viviera. Special stage directions for this reading. Little George is a 13-year-old boy living in Indianatown, Florida, in the year 1966. He lives with his father, a prominent local pastor, his stepmother, and a live-in housekeeper and nanny, Juanita. Scene 6. Juanita is standing by the entrance of the house. She seems very impatient as she looks into the distance. Little George appears. He is out of breath and looks disheveled.
Where have you been, boy? Do you know what time it is? The pastor was looking for you. What were you doing?
I was looking at horses.
You've been gone all this time just to look at stinky horses?
Yeah, I was bored. I love seeing the horses running. They're so fast and they look so happy.
How do you know they're happy?
You can see it on their faces. It's like they're smiling.
Well, I wasn't smiling. You had me all worried. I even went to Bobby's house to ask about you.
What did you tell my father?
I told him you were doing homework in the backyard. One of these days, you're going to get me in trouble and they'll fire me.
Then I'll go with you.
Go where? I have nowhere to go and no money.
I've been saving some money.
How much do you have? $1 million?
Almost $50.
Oh, you're almost rich. $50 won't last long, dear. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You didn't go see the horses. Where did you go? Tell me the truth.
I did pass by the stable.
And then?
I was just walking.
Where to? I can tell when you're lying. What were you doing?
I wanted to run away.
What do you mean?
I don't want to be here.
But did something happen? Was it in school?
I can't stand school anymore.
Well, why not? You're a good student. Your teachers like you.
It's my classmates.
Are they bothering you again?
Yes. All the time.
Oh boy.
I didn't trip on a rock. One of the classmates hit me at the party.
Well, why didn't you say anything? Your father asked you what happened.
Please don't tell my father anything.
Well, why not? It's not right.
If my father finds out, he's gonna beat me too.
Well, why would he do that?
They started making fun of me when I was dancing. They said that I danced like a girl. And I told him to stop. And then one of the kids pushed me. And I tried to push him back, but one kid punched me.
Oh, my little George. I'm so sorry.
I hate those kids so much.
And that's why you want to run away? Promise me that you won't do it again.
Can't promise.
You mean you will do it again?
Maybe.
Well, what about me? You're going to leave me forever?
That's why I said you should come with me.
Oh, well, we can't do that. Oh, I think it's my fault.
What do you mean?
Because I let you wear girls' clothes.
No, that's not it.
But you're getting big now.
I don't see what's wrong with it. I'm not hurting anyone. It's just for fun.
I know, honey. But you don't see what's happening. I just don't want you to get hurt.
I won't. Did you fix the dress I brought yesterday?
It's in my closet, but you'll have to keep it there.
I will.
Little George embraces and kisses Juanita. They both leave the stage. Little George immediately reappears holding a white dress. He undresses and puts it on. He then models it across the stage. Blackout. Scene 7. 15 years later. It is late summer of 1981. Betty is wearing a white dress almost identical to the one that little George wore in the previous scene. Paul, her boyfriend, enters her apartment. He exudes an irresistible sex appeal that Betty is unable to resist. She runs to hug him tenderly.
Everything makes sense in the world when I hold you like this. I wish the world knew how happy you make me.
Why do you care if the world knows as long as you know it?
Oh, I wish you and I would get out of this apartment for once. I'd love to walk with you down the streets, clinging to your arm, so proud to be with you. Go to an elegant restaurant or take trips to beautiful places. There's so much that we could do.
Yeah, I'm a married man.
I know. It's the tragedy of my life.
Don't be dramatic.
Life's funny.
It can be.
Yeah, it can. For example, I ran away from home when I was 13 because I wanted to be free. And now that I have my freedom, I can only enjoy it with you in hiding. Locked inside these walls.
And that's my fault, I know it. And I'm sorry. Perhaps you should find a different kind of man.
No. You're all I want. You're all I have.
That's not true. You have a great career, you have money, and you even have family that you could see.
My family's dead to me.
But they're not dead. Your life is still a mystery to me.
So is yours.
I've told you everything there is to know. But you haven't.
What do you want to know?
Well, how did you lose your memory?
That's a subject I'd rather not.
You can tell me. Don't you trust me?
Of course I trust you. Blindfolded.
Then tell me.
Let's change the subject. If we're not gonna go out, let's make dinner. What do you want to eat? I'm sure you're hungry. I know I am. I still have that fish you brought, but we're out of picante sauce. I know you love that stuff.
I don't care about spicy sauce now. I want to talk.
Fine.
How old were you when you started losing your memory? Do you remember how it happened?
I was 13.
What caused it?
I don't really remember much.
You remember or you don't want to remember?
Both.
But you do remember something. What do you remember?
I remember.
You told me that you don't remember how you got those scars on your arms.
Lied. I do know. Not even God could make me forget how I got these hideous scars.
You have an accident?
It wasn't an accident. It was deliberate. It was done out of hate. Out of evil.
By who?
My father.
Your father did that?
The way he caused it. Being a man of God, he hated to have a son like me. He was embarrassed, disgusted, and furious. So he
Don't stop. Don't stop. Tell me what happened.
I'll tell you what happened from the start. Actually, I think I remember it really well. I can picture it. It all started with my stepmother.
Blackout. End of scene.
Yay! Wow, powerful pieces. Fabulous actors. Wow, y'all are fabulous. Really, really over here with the tears in my eyes. Wow, thank you. Bravo, thank you. Can't wait to see. Keep writing, everyone. I can't say this enough. Writing is rewriting, and let this just be the beginning. Please go back to your scripts and keep writing. Schedule a reading date so you're forced to finish it, because sometimes that's what you have to do. And let me welcome the next writer, Jessica Lozano, and her cast. And this play, I have to give a shout out because it is takes place in like one of my favorite restaurants in San Antonio, and I'm like, why didn't I think of writing a play that takes place in one of my favorite restaurants in San Antonio? So tell us about it, Jessica.
Thank you, David. I'm Jessica Lozano. I don't have an introduction for Dinner with the Rents, but I wanted to thank David and PGE for seeing us, hearing us, and uplifting us through this experience. So thank you so much. I'll say the character and the actors can unmute themselves and introduce themselves. So playing Lupe.
Hi, my name is Marco Aponte.
Playing Cristina.
Hi, I'm Noemi de la Puente.
Playing Jessica.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Castro.
Playing Brad.
Hi, I'm Jordan Auslander.
Playing Linda.
Hi, I'm Charlene Hartman.
And playing David.
Hello, I'm Miles Butler.
Thank you so much.
Y'all take it away.
Exterior, Pico de Gallo Restaurant Courtyard Night. We are introduced to the Lozanos and David Dempsey in the parking lot of the restaurant Pico de Gallo in San Antonio, Tejas. A restaurant sign with a large neon rooster casts its light above. A mural of Zapata and Pancho Villa, seated side by side, surrounded by revolutionaries, looks on.
I don't know why they want another dog. Didn't they just get 2 dogs?
Dad, stop it.
What? What did I do? Christina, your daughter is always criticizing me.
How many of their pets have died?
Not you two. They knew the dogs wouldn't make it long. They were already sick when they got them.
Lupito, leave her alone or she won't come visit us.
I'll always come visit you, Mom. What are you gonna get?
What? Am I chopped liver?
No, what do you think? You want to split it?
I don't think so. What? I come here like once a year. I'm getting my own.
Your dad's right. Your brother shouldn't have got them those 2 sick dogs.
Are the kids coming? The kids are coming with them, right? They'll be like a good buffer.
I told your brother you wanted to see them, but you know your brother. He does whatever he wants. They can't come to our house, but they're always at the Landers.
Weren't they just at y'all's house like yesterday?
The kids were, but not your brother.
Who needs him when you have the best parts of him in Juliet and Nolan?
I just have to be honest. I know this won't make Maggie happy, but when you see Nolan and Juliet, who do you see?
I see a perfect combination of Maggie and John Paul.
Yeah, right. They look just like your brother.
I wonder where they are.
Why is it such a big problem if they look like both of their parents?
It's not a problem if they did, but they don't. They look just like your brother.
Let's all just try to relax and have a good time.
We are relaxed. You are the one.
I am the one. You haven't even seen your son and you're already giving him a hard time.
How am I giving him a hard time?
Jessica, you are too high strung.
Poor David.
I know, poor David.
David. You know he gets mad too sometimes. My parents love David. I'm your daughter.
What can we say? David's chill like pop. Poor David.
Poor David que nada. I know I'm your mother, but you are the most beautiful girl in the world. A one of a kind.
You are like Salma.
Dad, that's so creepy.
Why is that creepy?
I know I look nothing like Salma.
Salma is my Sancha.
You can't say stuff like that anymore.
And why can't I say what I want? I'm your father.
They adopted 2 dogs knowing that they wouldn't last very long because the kids got attached.
Nolan and Juliet have no business being around sick dogs. And how are you going to expose them to whatever those dogs had?
Your niece has already been to the hospital once because your brother thinks he's a doctor and knows everything. You can't tell your brother anything.
Don't you mean your son?
Wait, what did your brother do? Oh, look, here's my parents' lift from their hotel. I knew they should have left earlier.
I don't know why they didn't stay with us.
This is better. Everyone can have their own space. The holidays can be a lot, and our house isn't as big as the Dempsey's house. We would just be on top of each other.
Did you hear that, Christina? Our house isn't as big as the Dempsey's.
I just meant, look, they're here.
Oh, the Dempseys are here, Chris. I wouldn't know. Your daughter wouldn't let me go pick them like I offered.
Mama.
Just relax. You're too high strung. Your father is going to be your father. I can tell you a secret to a happy life with David. Ignore him.
I can't. Also, Dad, please here's her life story. Like Juliet says, no new friends.
It's okay, Jazz, if you are a one-hit wonder. We are proud of you.
You are the most beautiful girl in the world. Better looking than all the white girls on TV. Salma Hayek, que nada.
Hey, that's my girlfriend.
You can't say that anymore. You don't get to make those jokes like that anymore.
You're not going to disrespect your
Who's
father.
your girlfriend there, Lupe?
Hey, Brad. Is it Bradley or Brad? Well, compadre, I got Penelope Cruz, Salma Hayek, Alicia Keys, Shakira, Guadalupe, Armando Lozado.
Lupe sticks out his hand and puts his arm around Brad and begins guiding him towards the restaurant doors.
It doesn't get to make jokes like that anymore. This is never going to work.
It's going to work. I love you. Hey, Mom.
Hey, my shmoo, mwah, my beautiful, beautiful boy. Jessica?
Minnie, this is Mrs. Lozano, and this is Lupe.
Hello, Chris.
Guadalupe? Am I saying it right?
You can call me Lupe, and her name is actually Ana Maria Cristina Barragán Salvatierra Lozano. In Mexico, her names would be Ana Maria Cristina Barragán Lozano de Salvatierra. And if these two ever get married, Jess would be Jessica Amber Salvatierra Dempsey de Lozano, or you can call her Chris.
Really? Well, that's nice.
I go by Chris or Christina.
Well, this looks like a good place. Ooh, what's that they're cooking? I can smell it out here.
I don't want a booth.
We're waiting for Jessica's brother and wife, Mage. We couldn't fit in a booth.
That's a cabrito.
Good, because I can't sit in a booth. I've refused to sit in a booth, any more booths. Your mother and I went to eat at the Caddis's, and your mother said it would be rude, but I haven't been able to feel my foot in 3 days. So I can't sit in a booth.
We are not sitting in a booth.
You know, because places like this, they have big booths, you know, family style.
Dad, you can't say stuff like that.
I can't say what?
Places like this.
B?
You've been there for Sundance. It's like that spot in Park City with all the starlights on the ceiling and their tomatillo soup. Oh, they have tomatillo soup.
They have caldo.
And what is cabrito?
It's a goat. Mm.
What do you usually order, Jessica?
I really like their milanesa. It's pretty much my favorite thing to eat when I come to Saytown, besides breakfast tacos or enchiladas, but not everybody has milanesa. This was more of a fancy night out.
Fancy. Well, it sounds really heavy.
It's actually, well, yeah. Well, my mom and I actually split it because it's just that. We were thinking of splitting it tonight.
Hey, Mr. Lozano, are you thinking of getting cabrito?
I was going to, but maybe some fajitas light on the pocketbook, unless we are going Dutch. Are you Dutch, Brad?
You should split that with someone else, with Dad. That's a lot of food.
Well, it's all protein.
Why don't we wait inside? I can get you a margarita, Mom. They have amazing margaritas. Dad, you want one? Mrs. Lozano?
I'll take one.
Dad. It's okay, David. He doesn't need one. Sorry, he isn't supposed to be drinking those.
Your mom and I will split it.
Mom, he shouldn't.
Let your father do what he wants. I'll split it with him.
You're enabling him.
Jess, do you want one?
No, thank you, David. It's okay. It's too much sugar for me.
David, you should get her one. She needs one. And make hers with a double shot of Patron.
Cristina!
Come on in while we wait for JP and Mage. Just wait inside by the altar.
Altar?
Interior restaurant bakery area night. A year-round altar sits in the bakery area, which serves as the bar area, the waiting area, the bar, the knick-knack purchase area.
So, Christina, what is the significance of all these skulls? And why do they keep the altar up all year?
It's a way of life, you know. You used to be Catholic.
Mom, Mrs. Dempsey converted to Judaism. She is Jewish.
Yes, but she wasn't born Jewish. She was born Catholic, so she converted to Judaism. So she isn't a real Jew.
The rabbi at my temple would beg to differ.
Mom, come check out this pan de dulce.
David drags his mom away and gets closer to the glass case encompassing all the colorful sweetbreads.
Mom, that was like a hard J. You can't say that.
What's a hard J?
Like when white people put a hard M when they say Mexican.
What do you mean? We aren't Mexican? We are Mexican American.
I know. But sometimes when people talk about Mexicans, they say Mexicans. And that's how you sounded when you said Jew. Ugh, now I said it. I meant Jew.
Jew.
Stop saying Jew altogether. Just say Jewish.
You know, we're Jewish. We had Goldens in the family. They were in Cuba and they had to change their name to Hernandez. That's where you got that nose.
Okay. I have more of an Aztec princess nose. When we were in Egypt this summer, the people there said I had a pharaohic nose. Is that a word?
I just know you're my beautiful daughter, and I was so lucky when God gave me you. You're a college graduate. You've been to Egypt. Must be nice to be with an architect.
I paid my own way.
I don't know why. You know, I didn't think I was going to be able to have kids. I wouldn't mind a grandchild soon.
Mom, you already have 2.
They are the best, but you know, I can't wait to be the maternal grandmother.
What's the difference?
It's just different. I can't wait for you to have a baby. Even if the baby is a Jew, at least it won't be Puerto Rican. Excuse me, Jewish.
Cut to interior restaurant bakery night.
That's the end of the scene.
Oh.
David,
David, you're muted.
Am I muted still? Am I muted?
Now you're good. Now you're good.
No, you're good now.
My whole
Yeah.
spiel? Okay. Oops. That's okay. I guess it was a blessing. I didn't need to say it. Great job to the cast and crew. That you could cut through the tension of that restaurant. Keep writing. Keep writing. Fabulous, guys. But we have one more piece left today, and I would love to invite that writer on. And I want to ask the writers just a little reminder afterward. Let's stick around and have a little powwow before we all depart for the evening. But also, if you got money, donate to the PGE. We have, if you need money, the PGE has a grant program for actors who are having a hard time. So you can apply to that on the PGE website. Also, look on the PGE website, thepge.com, for info about all kinds of cool events that we do. We have writing sessions twice a week, Tuesdays at noon Eastern time and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern time, where we hold each other accountable and write together as a community. There's all kinds of cool programs. And again, if you want to be a part of the Voices of America, the applications are live on the PGE website. So please apply. You have till next Friday to apply. And also, if you know someone who you think could use a nudge to apply, please spread the word, send them the info, and let's get lots more great work like this. I mean, it's so great to just see this work existing. Like, that's the point of the PGE's doing this program, and it's just so cool. So thank you to everyone here. So let's close out the night with Tabitha and your lovely cast. Can you tell us about your work?
Yes. Okay. So this piece is called Liminal. It is the second in what will be a 2-play series. I keep tripping up whenever it comes to speaking about what this is about or what the both plays are about, because they're about so many things. But I think ultimately, oops, someone is going off the deep end. Anyway, thank you. Ultimately, it's about home and rest and where we create home, what the boundaries are or what the obstacles are to creating home, and how we sacrifice and how we move and mold in order to make home and make rest. And with that, I don't know if our cast is up. I can't see. But if you guys, yay! Okay. If you guys can just introduce yourselves when I just call out your name. So, or your character. So, Nero.
Cute Anthony.
Okay. Naima.
Hi, I'm Emma and I'm playing Naima.
All right. I'm gonna say voice in the blue shirt.
Hi, I'm Bryn. Bryn
Okay.
Packard. Yeah.
Voice in the glasses.
Hi, Ruthie Rado.
And the last voice.
Hi, Michael Torello.
Alrighty.
Cool. Let me take it away, y'all.
Okay. Oops, daisy. In the beginning, silence and darkness upon the face of the deep. Suddenly, hey, look, this pussy extort these redacted. Pussy Talk by the City Girls, the unsung national anthem, calls the lights up brashly on stage. An Upper West Side living room where there is a harsh cacophony of a NutriBullet blender roaring at high speed on the countertop, a large steaming pot on the verge of boiling over on the stove, and Naima is in full-face sheet mask doing crunches on the floor, next to a coffee table covered in empty packets of Emergen-C. Her large, colorful bonnet hides many secrets, and her oversized yellow shirt shows Jake and Finn from Adventure Time. Pussy Talk plays on Alexa, plugged in on the counter. A voice message plays on her phone on the coffee table.
You have one new message. Beep!
Why the fuck are they airing the Ten Commandments in June? Like, you did this. For why? Baby, don't delete this message. Just hear me out. I know you might be thinking, why does he give a frick? It's just a movie, right? You might be thinking movies don't really need seasonal relevance to be enjoyed unless they're specifically holiday themed. You're thinking, wow, he sounds just like a more authentic Donald Glover circa Community Season 3 if the writers actually decided to give Troy and Abed distinct opinions instead of fusing their characters together in the hopes of A, examining the Black best friend stereotype, which doesn't quite work with the racial dynamic presented between the two, and B, retaining a truly unprecedented diversity ratio without giving the Black male character any true individual agency. And to that, I say a very astute observation, baby. A very eloquently and attractively put, but you're off topic. Okay, so the Ten Commandments is supposed to be a document, pivotal time in Judeo-Christian history and blah, 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 but I can't watch it in June. And I'll tell you why. It's the answer to every problem. Fucking white people.
The pot finally boils over, the repeated streams of water hissing against the flame of the stove. Naima jumps up to fix the stove.
You know, Christmas and Easter are times where the spirits are high. You go home and everything's nostalgic. You're nice to your mom and you pretend your walking emotional vacuum of a father is more human, less therapy session copay. You know you chucked up the juice at self-preservation when you booked that flight. But hey, Jesus is risen. And so is every heartfelt Tyler Perry cliche in the book. Hallelujah.
Naima has turned the pot down. She tastes the pot, isolates a butt cheek to pussy talk, looks for the salt in the left cupboard.
Wrong.
Naima opens the right cupboard.
Try again.
Naima moves the clutter on the counter aside to find the salt behind all of it. She reaches way back. We see her rear end.
Haha, nice.
Naima salts the pot, tastes the pot, catches some water from the sink, adds it to the pot, tastes the pot, sways to the music, salts the pot. The door handle to the apartment begins to turn very slowly.
Anyway, what the fuck? You take the Ten Commandments out of the context of Christmas presents and compulsory forgiveness, and you get what? Huh? You're left with one question. I'm going to give you a second to actually guess. A really long one. This is important now.
Nero enters. He has a suitcase, a plastic bag, and a lone large sunflower, a little wilted. Usually self-assured, he just stands, takes in the chaos with wide eyes, takes in the back of the mismatched form in front of the stove, swaying.
Baby? Naima? Is that you, baby?
Naima isolates each butt cheek individually.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh my gosh.
Nero screams.
Why, God?
Nero screams.
Ah! Why the fuck are these ancient fucking Egyptians fucking white and fucking British? Now, that mysterious but undeniably sexy man on your voicemail is asking the wrong questions.
Naima's mouth is completely agape with shock as she attempts to make words. Nero starts putting things down and getting comfortable.
Do that thing again?
What?
With the booty? The cakes? Why don't you do that when I'm here?
I don't know. I was comfortable.
You can't get a little bit more comfortable with me?
How are you here?
Okay, not like that.
You can't. A call, a text. Believe it or not, modern technology has grown leaps and bounds, and we do not just pop up like Kardashian children. Okay, the caucasity.
They're not white. They're Armenian. 3 generations removed. Technically, half of them are half black now, so not very PC of you. As for popping up, which is what a stranger would do, I pay half of this rent. And I've had the distinct pleasure of seeing the black under your backside more times than I can count. Are you wearing my shirt? Why do you do everything I like when I'm gone?
Naima is annoyed for a second and then runs up to him and hugs him. He holds her back tightly.
Hi.
Hi. Are you okay?
You're wearing my shirt for once? And I'm touching boobies. Great.
Okay. Nini?
I'm okay. I mean, all things considered, our concert wasn't too far away from where it happened.
You told me that. You also said that they canceled it and you all were gonna hole up in your hotel.
Yeah, well, the guys had some other plans and I don't want to do all that. So figured I'd just come home to you.
Oh, hun. You have another stop tomorrow.
I already have a plane ticket. Relax, Ma. I thought this through.
Okay? And just so you know, it made the news here. Like, not just Facebook or Twitter, like actual TV within 4 hours.
Imagine that.
People actually care about Black people now.
Mainly the dead ones. All the entertainers.
We're the saints.
They must love you then.
I wouldn't put it like that.
How would you put it?
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Do you?
It isn't about me. I wasn't there.
It's about you too, whether you were there or not.
No, I really don't. Like, I'm so tired.
Yeah, me too. So I came home. You know, there are places where you might be able to sleep, and then there are places and people where, you know, you can rest.
Well, before you go to bed, I should...
Not yet.
Nero lifts her chin and kisses her. The moment becomes urgent and it's clear where this is going.
Is it over?
Shush!
Nero and Naima break away and stare in the general direction of the voices.
Oh, I'm bored. Don't distract them. Oh,
Nero and Naima stare at each other.
make them put on the song about the talking cats again.
You know what? Honestly, that wasn't the most appropriate choice. I thought there was a far better way to get the whole empowered female message across, you know, so everyone can enjoy it.
Really? I thought they could have gone further.
You always do. Oh, I think we're missing it.
Mommy, we've seen this one before. No, we haven't, kiddo. Can I have the iPad?
Not right now, sweetie.
I just want to watch SpongeBob.
Nero takes a chance, walks over to where he thinks the voice is coming from.
Who lives in the pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Mason, if you don't sit... I understand that at this age, you feel the need to express everything you feel and think, and it's important for you to honor your emotions in a way that is both validating and non-repressive.
Well, now we've made it all about ourselves.
Nero and Naima take in this family unit. Sadomasochist dad is wearing BDSM submissive attire, black leather and harness clad. Old millennial mom is carrying a camera, which she occasionally uses to snap pictures of the more ethnic features and objects in the apartment. Crusty little boy is 7 years old and pretty smart about the world for his age, but is still crusty. Oh, and all three carry playbills of this show.
Okay. So, hi.
Hi, so sorry. Mason realizes how important what you're doing is, and he is going to be so quiet now so that he can watch the iPad before bed.
Yeah, don't let us distract you. Go on.
And do exactly what?
Exactly what you were going to do. We're just observing.
Yo, we not fucking if they're gonna be here.
We wasn't fucking anyway.
Oh.
Love that you are just so free with your expression and language and messages. Just keep an eye out for this little guy. You know, he's here too.
This is my house.
It certainly is. Feel free to say absolutely anything you want.
Oh, except maybe the dancing. I don't want to tell you what to do, but isn't that a little tone deaf? Maybe we should be a little more somber. I mean, a black boy was just killed.
You don't need to remind me.
This might be an interactive portion. They're really into that these days.
Yes, I see. Okay. I haven't done this in a while. My minor in theater is a bit rusty, but improv is all about speaking from the heart. So here I go.
Excuse me. Look, man, I don't.
Those police are all dirty pigs, and it makes me so sick what they get away with. Half of this wouldn't be happening if we had a Democrat in office. Republicans are killing the growth of this nation. But don't you worry, brother. I'm gonna vote even harder next time.
You're doing great, hon. A little less volume, a little more natural. Try not to center yourself so much.
Oh, right. Okay. It's your turn.
Get out.
Yes, Jordan Peele is a genius. Really nice work grading other pieces with racial conversation.
Hun, please. It's kind of distracting and weirdly meta of you to reference another art piece about racism during this piece. Yeah, man, get out. Like, the media is a teacup. It's like we're living in a dystopia.
Can you, leave?
Money and Twitter.
Oh, right, okay. So I've got my phone right here. And look, I donated to that kid's memorial fund. Poor thing, so young, right? Oh, too young. All those after school activities. He sang in his church choir. I wish he'd stayed home today. So sad to lose one of the good ones. And let me just get onto Twitter real quick here. I've been retweeting all of these amazing Black activists. These men really are the revolution. Let me tell you, Sean King is truly a visionary.
Crusty little boy who has been watching silently and taking everything in walks over to Nero, pulls on his pant leg. Nero observes the kid both apprehensively and sorry for the kid until...
Dragonfly eggs are laid in the water. When one egg hatches, it sucks up the water and spits it out in order to move around, which I guess is better than drowning. Some dragonflies didn't make it because of the climate. It isn't good for them. But the ones who do eat mosquitoes. Huh.
Okay.
I like that story because if the dragonflies live, they can be useful.
Because they eat mosquitoes?
Yeah, they're annoying when they're just flying around, but if they get back, they're all right. But birds and spiders like eating them. Those are dragonflies on your socks.
Yeah.
I like them.
Thanks, little man.
Good symbolism.
What?
Are you gonna die at the end of this?
Naima walks over to the door and opens it. She walks back over to Nero, who is standing in front of the kid.
Excuse me, hon.
Naima circles the child, kneels down, hands on thighs, to get eye level with the child. The child stares her dead in her eyes, in awe of being so close to her. He reaches out for her. Naima straightens and with force fully punts the child through the open door. This is how far Charlie Brown, in all his anger, would have punted the football had Lucy finally given him the chance. How far can a child be punted? How high can he fly? We definitely find out.
That's not on me. That's your responsibility.
I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, of course. You snatched that sleigh as you should. On God, edges on period, sis.
I'm a bit lost. This whole thing is a little less affirming and involved than I would have hoped. I was really excited to get more in depth, more hands-on.
Right outside of the door, this door right here, there's a live interactive wall you can lean against while you're making calls to the local government officials on behalf of that kid in New Jersey. Most people don't really consider this, but you can really call anytime. You know, voicemails are always open. And if you wanted to email or fax them, it's not like they can turn their fax machines off.
We've called. Of course we've called.
Oh, how many times?
That's a great question.
Okay. Well, if you want to do some reading on how to make societal change to fix life overall for everyone, Toni Morrison and Bell Hooks and
Yeah.
Oh yes, sounds
Sure.
fun. Yes,
That
Good.
could be
informative.
Someone also already spray painted a memorial for that boy on the side of the building across the street. So if you hurry, you can be the first ones to get a pic for Instagram.
Sadomasochistic dad and old millennial mom leave in an excited hurry.
Are they gone?
Does it matter? I'm locking the door.
End of presentation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You took us there and beyond. Where in the world is this going to go? I cannot wait to find out. You better keep writing. You better just keep writing. Great job. Fabulous, fabulosos. Everyone, writers, can we give one more round of applause to the writers? Writers, can you turn the cameras real quick? And just give a big round of applause to the writers. I know it's scary to share your work. So congratulations, you have shared your work, shared this new work. It's out there. Now you have a responsibility to finish it because we want to hear the ends of your stories because you done got us hooked and we want to know what's gonna happen next. So please, actors, everyone turn on your cameras and take a bow. If everyone could just bow.
Give it up.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Visit the PGE, find out more about the PGE. Mike, you have anything else to say to take us out?
I do. First, I'll give it up for David Davila, everybody. Huge thank you to all of the brilliant actors and writers tonight. It is my honor to congratulate all the writers and say you are officially writers. If you didn't consider yourself one before, you are officially a writer now. So we hope that you continue playing with the Playground Experiment and continue working on all of your work. It is an actual joy and honor to see all of your work. The writers, the actors, you guys kicked butt tonight. Can I just do one quick thing? Just if you are part of any Voices of America writers group, could you keep your cameras off and everybody else shut your camera on? Because I just want to show that they're not just writers, that a lot of them are actors. So if you were in Voices of America #1, Voices of America #2, or Voices of America 3, keep your cameras on for a second there for our writers. Because I just want to just give a shout out to all of those other writers who are in the room who are also brilliant actors. So give it up for all of these folk as well, because that's the cool thing about the Voices of America. It starts as writers, but you are also actors, and we bring you guys back. Emma was part of it, and Alexandra and Orlando. Orlando's piece actually just went through our development process all the way to our first Reads Festival. So writers, that's where you're gonna get to, I'm sure, and I better see more of this work. That's all I'm saying. Everybody else come back again. Sorry, I just had to do that.
Monday, 7 p.m.
And on Monday, we have our last volume of this quarter, which is volume 126. And for those of you that are new to the Playground Experiment, what our volumes are there. We do them every 2 weeks, or the second and fourth Monday of every month, right here currently on the YouTube. And because we can't be with each other personally yet. And that what our volumes are is where writers bring in 15 minutes of work in process. So hopefully the works that you see here will be added into our volumes rotation, so they will continue to write the work. The writers that are writing this upcoming one, just to give you a heads up, because some of them are in the room, the first writer is David Davila, is doing the work. So we're going to get to see David's work on Monday. David Michael Kirby, Jeff Smith, Mackie Raymond, Peyton Edwards, and Robin is going to continue with working on the piece that we saw tonight. So that is super exciting. Again, at the PGE at Venmo, feel free to check us out. And everybody just wave to our YouTube people as we say goodbye.
Wave your hands up in the air.
Vote, 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 vote.
Shake it out. And don't forget, what's that word we said earlier?
Vote.
Do it in a swing state. You won't get caught.
Swing and vote, swing and vote.
And we'll see you guys later, YouTube.